Hi, I'm Sasha. Today I'm going to show you how I curl my hair into loose waves. Today I'm going to be using a 1-inch Conair InfinitiPro Curling iron. I don't actually think they make this exact model anymore because mine is pretty old, but I'll go ahead and link the closest thing I can find below. When I curl my hair, I also set the curling iron on a heat-resistant mat. This one is kind of a cheap fabric one that sort of doubles as a pouch. I've been using this one for years. It came with one of my straightening irons, but I like it because it folds out to a mat when I'm curling my hair. And then if I'm in a hurry, you can just put your curling iron in it, and this helps so it won't like burn anything around it or melt anything on your counter. So before I get started, I wanted to really quickly show you the technique. My curling iron isn't turned on, so it's not going to hold the curl in this example, but I just wanted to go slowly to give you a better idea of what it looks like. So first of all, I take about a 2-inch section of hair. Now I'm going to take the curling iron and clamp it near the middle of this section. Sometimes I kind of go from the top to find the middle. Notice that the clamp is facing forward because I'm going to be twirling this away from my face. So I twirl the curling iron to wrap the hair around it. I leave this for a couple of seconds. Now I want to get the rest of this hair curled, so I'm going to loosen this clamp here. I'm just going to press down lightly on it and pull the curling iron down a little bit. Twirl it in again. Leave that for a second or two. Then I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm going to press down, pull the curling iron down, twirl it up again, then press down, pull the curling iron down, twirl it up. And now we just have to get that last little bit in, so I'll do the same thing, loosen, pull it down, and twirl in. So now like the whole section of hair is wrapped around it. I leave that for a second or two, and then I'm just going to drop the whole thing. And if this were hot, you'd see the curl. So that's the basic technique I'm just going to use around the rest of my head. So to get started, I'm just going to brush through my hair. I'm just going to section the top part, so basically I pull it kind of like you're doing pigtails. I like to twirl it so it stays a little more tidy, and then I'm just going to clip this back. Today I'm using this sort of butterfly clip. These are really cheap at places like Target or Walmart. It doesn't have to look pretty, it just has to stay in place. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, so I'm just going to kind of twirl this around. You don't have to twirl it, just whatever helps it stay in place for you. And I'm going to clip that down as well. So now as you can see, I just have a little bit on the bottom that I'm going to start with. I typically spend less time on the bottom because people don't see it as much. Okay, now that my curling iron is hot, I'm going to get started. One thing I've noticed with sectioning is that you want to kind of get a nice clump together. You don't want to take it from a lot of different areas. If it ends up like too horizontal, your curl might end up looking weird. So you kind of want a chunk that's more like in the square patch of your scalp, if that makes sense. Okay, so now I've got about a 2-inch section. I'm going to clamp the curling iron around the middle, twirl it upwards, loosen the clamp, twirl it upwards again, loosen the clamp, twirl it upwards again, loosen the clamp, twirl it upwards again, leave it for a second or two, and then let it go. So basically what I want it to look like right now is kind of these ringlets. So you want to start about in the middle of the hair, twirl it upwards, loosen the clamp, walk it down, twirl it upwards, loosen the clamp, walk it down, twirl it upwards, make sure all the ends are tucked in, leave it for a second or two, and then let it go. I try not to spend too long on any section. My hair is pretty fine, but I have a lot of it. The amount of time you need to curl your hair will probably depend on how thick your hair is, but just be careful because if you leave it on too long, you can singe it off. I've never actually done that, but it's been known to happen. You don't have to be too precious with this. Everything doesn't have to be perfect. Especially on the bottom, I think it's nice because you can kind of just do the best you can and try to give it a hint of a wave. People aren't really going to notice if it's not looking perfect, especially on the bottom of your head. Now I'm just going to do the same thing on the other side. On this side I'm doing the same thing. I'm making sure to clamp it so the clamp faces forward to start, and then I keep twirling the curling iron away from my face. I really like how this curling iron has a plastic section at the top because it means I'm a lot less likely to burn my ear when I'm doing sections like this. So if you're looking for a curling iron, I would highly recommend one that doesn't get hot at the top. Okay, now that I'm done with that section, I want to go ahead and spray it. Today I have the Carina Organics Sweet Pea Hairspray. I really like that one because it's non-aerosol, and aerosols tend to bother me, so it's really nice. I found one that sprays and doesn't get clogged very easily. So next I'm just lighting down this section and I'm breaking it into two. I have pretty thick hair, so you wouldn't necessarily have to do this. Also, if you're trying to save time, you can do bigger sections. But one thing about doing bigger sections is they tend to be looser waves and they might not hold as long. Now I'm going to take down the other side and do the middle section here as well. Now I'm going to spray this section with hairspray. Now I'm going to let down the last section on this side. Sometimes they get a little messed up, so I like to brush it out if it starts to look kind of weird. As you get to these top sections, I recommend being extra careful, especially with how you section your hair. It's going to be a lot more obvious how you did the sections because they're on the top of your hair. Sometimes I leave the curling iron in a little bit longer in these sections near the front, so it'll hold the curl better. For the section near the face, I like to have a little more volume. So I like to leave it so it goes straight upwards, and I leave the curling iron in a little bit longer in this section. If you ever mess up the ends like that, you can just kind of go back in and focus on the ends. It's not an exact science, so it's nice because it's pretty forgiving. Now for the last section, what I love about this is it turns into really pretty waves, and it just looks better if I leave it and sleep on it. So what I'll usually do is wash my hair the first day, blow dry it straight. The second day I'll curl it, and then it will usually stay really nice with kind of soft waves for days 3 and sometimes even day 4. If I go to day 4, I usually have to use a dry shampoo, but typically I can at least get to day 3 with this. Again, on this section near the top of my head, I like to sort of go straight upwards to kind of give it a little bit of volume. I also have a bit of a long bang here, so sometimes I sort of pull it this direction to give it more of like a swoopy finish. Now I'm going to spray the whole thing with hairspray again. I know it looks pretty crazy right now, but just bear with me because it's all going to come together soon. I'm going to give it about 5 minutes to cool down, and then I'll show you how I finish it off. Now that I've let it cool for about 5 minutes, the next step is to comb it out. Sometimes, especially when I'm in a hurry, I'll let it cool while I'm in the car. So I'll curl everything like this, spray it, leave the house like this, and then just brush it out really quickly with my fingers, like right when I get to work. Today I'm going to do it the slightly fancier way. I'm going to comb it out with this wide tooth comb. So basically you just take the comb and kind of brush it through the curls. You don't want to brush them out too much, but basically just 1 or 2 passes to sort of soften and loosen them. Make sure you get all the way around your head too. So like I said, you can also do this with your fingers. It doesn't have to be a comb. Then I like to sort of use my hands to shape them where I want them so they'll kind of sit in a nice place. So that's pretty much the completed look. I love how you can sleep on it overnight and it looks great the next morning too. I like to start with it kind of tighter and more curly and then let it fall out over the next couple days because it saves me so much time in the morning. I'd love to hear if you have any other ideas for how you like to curl your hair or make it wavy. I hope you found this video helpful. If you enjoyed it, please consider liking or subscribing. I post makeup and beauty videos every Tuesday and Thursday and sometimes a bonus video once in a while. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.